Welcome back to another episode here on the Eternal Sith Network, where you get all your Star Wars news. Today we're going to be talking about how Andor really proves how dark the Empire really was. But before we do start, remember, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. And once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Y'all already know what to do. Let's start the show. In Andor Season 1, there are many things that we can talk about that truly showed how dark the Empire was. But I have to say, after seeing the post-credit in Andor Season 1, seeing the Death Star, we know that it's not going to directly impact Cassian Andor's story still for Season 2. But the Death Star was already a symbol, we know, of the Empire's might. But knowing more of its construction and the ways people were used to make it, seeing how the Empire used the prisoners to help build the Death Star is a devastating and dark reveal. Knowing both how much torture they really were put through and the terrible deeds the Empire performed, I mean, it shows how dark they really were. I mean, again, we've seen things, but we've never seen it in this light. But this isn't a twist that exists in isolation. It may be a post-credit stinger for sure, but it fits perfectly with Andor's portrayal of the Empire, more so than any Star Wars, show that we've seen before. Andor dives into how terrible and outright dangerous life is under Imperial rule, and it shows the different methods they use to control people, from deploying forces on the ground to changing laws and sentences on a whim. And we saw that with Andor. He didn't just get sentenced for 6 months, 6 weeks. He got sentenced for 6 years. Now, we know that once you go into prison for the Empire, you're most likely not coming out. And we saw that with a lot of others. For example, in that one episode, we got to see that whole floor terminated. So that's what I mean. They were just using the people just to build the Death Star and killing them off, and that shows a lot of tragedy and loss for this series, and shows how dark the Empire really is behind Palpatine and how he just used everybody. And I have to say, this part of the Andor series really made it that much more scarier, because to use people for just building something and then just kind of like throwing them away, it's terrifying, and it's really crazy to see. We've seen it in comic books. We've seen how Palpatine really runs the show behind the scenes, but to see it in live action, I think changes the whole ball game. And to see now in Season 2 what they're going to be doing this, I'm excited for it. I can't wait for Season 2. Now, Season 1 for me was a little slow. I'm hoping that it dives a little bit quicker into Season 2, as it'll most probably be the last season for the Andor series overall. So I'm hoping that the next season really focuses a little bit more on the rebellion, going back to Yavin 4, seeing everything built and seeing some good cameos come up. Comment down below, though, if you truly thought seeing this in the Andor series made the Empire that much more scarier. But anyway, guys, remember, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars, as I have another video out tomorrow. And remember, the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.